lecture, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. My channel would not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. And don't forget to mark your calendar for June the 24th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do another relational live screen lecture, and the focus of that lecture is I'm going to give a lot of insight on things that I do on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis to cultivate and develop and to grow my channel. My YouTube channel just recently hit 400,000 subscribers. So that was a tremendous feat. So mark your calendar. But with that being said, let's get on down to today's very important lecture. And I've been wanting to lecture on this topic for a while now. There are really jobs out there, people. Real talk. I've been, even though I'm retired and I've been fully retired since September 2023, but, I hold discussions with a lot of people who work for various organizations and companies, everywhere I go, anywhere, bank, post office, just anywhere in the natural environment, it's to the point where all type of employers, got hiring signs up in desperate need of needing people to work. Everywhere I go. Any business organization, everywhere I go. I have, even though I'm retired, I've turned down so many jobs. It's unreal. There are jobs out there. Pay attention to what's going on. One of the things that's been going on for the past couple of years, if you notice, especially in the state of Georgia, because I relocated to Georgia the first of this year, but I've been noticing this. Your mail, it takes longer and longer for your mail to come. This is real talk. You can go to the post office and anywhere, you'll see signs up hiring. So you're talking about post office jobs. Hospitals are hiring, county government, state government, federal government, the military. People are hiring. And I talk to a lot of people when I'm out and about. I was in a conversation with a staff member at a department of motor vehicle. I had to go there to renew my registration. And everywhere I go, people are talking about how don't nobody want to work. Employers are in dire need of help. And, back in the day, jobs like county jobs and state jobs and federal jobs and post office and hospital jobs, they were not in abundance. These many people, I have no doubt, if a person really want a job, get your behind up and go to any hospital, any county, state, federal, local job, anywhere. These companies are hiring. They got signs up. I guarantee you, if you were to ask 5 people in the real world, 5 people, if you are unemployed, I guarantee you, if you know 5 people in your world, in the real world, who are getting up and going to work every day, I guarantee you, if you ask all 5 of those people, hey, by the way, is your job hiring? Because word of mouth still holds weight. I guarantee you, if you ask 5 people you personally know right now, is your job hiring? I guarantee you all 5 of them will say yes. Real talk, people. Because another commonality that's been occurring is when COVID hit, a lot of companies and jobs start working from home. So when all of the COVID stuff ended, now many employees had to return back to the offices. But what occurred, and I literally have a friend of mine who worked in HR. She noticed when the COVID thing was all going away and done with, when the shots came out, they had a very difficult time getting people who want to work because they all want to work remote. But there are companies and jobs, everything can't be remote. Post office job can't be remote. Hospital jobs, so many types of hospital positions can't be remote. County, state, federal, military. I guarantee you, any young person, I guarantee you go talk to a recruiter, they will guide you through the process to take you behind in the military. They hiring. This is real talk. I'm telling you, I can't go nowhere. I can't go nowhere in the natural environment, whether I'm running errands, going to the bank, post office, gas stations, any kind of business establishment, hospital, without literally seeing hiring. Everybody who I talk to that I know who are still in the workforce, every single person that I talk to, every last one of them are telling me that the job is hiring. Real talk. So don't believe this myth, people, because I'm telling you, if you get your behind up from in front of that cell phone and be in social media and go out there in the natural environment and start going to some of these organizations to get your foot in the door, to get your foot in and be humble enough. And I'm talking about full-time jobs with decent salaries. You got to start somewhere. In addition with benefits, medical, dental, 401, retirement. You got to look at that whole package, people. Because the problem with a lot of people, because I talk to a lot of people, I listen to a lot of people, I know of a lot of people who are unemployed, but because they are selective. Oh, I ain't gonna do that kind of work. I'm not gonna do that kind of job. Oh, I ain't working for no post office. I ain't joining no military. I ain't working for no hospital. I'm not working for UPS. Okay, keep on being picky. You're behind gonna be homeless. I know people who have turned down full-time jobs with benefits because they waiting. Ain't no company gonna bring you in at those 6 figures. You got to start somewhere. If you got to get your foot in the door. And when you master the skills in terms of mastering your money, controlling your money, because I'm telling you, whatever a company pay people, whatever it is full-time, and if that full-time salary coming also with benefits, you got to look at that package. When that full-time salary coming with benefits, medical, dental, 401, retirement, plus your salary, plus holiday, you earning vacation time, PTO, FMLA, you got to look at the whole package, people. And a lot of people ain't looking at that whole package. You ain't no step in on no job and you fresh coming in making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. They may want to bring you in at 45. That's better than being unemployed. That's better than being broke. That's better than being almost homeless. This is real talk. I'm telling you, jobs are out there. But the problem is, many people have gotten lazy, and I even talked to some folks, they'll literally say they ain't taking on jobs unless it's remote, that they can work from home. I'll say, okay, keep on waiting on that. Because there are too many jobs out there where it can't be remote. You got companies need mechanics, you got companies need plumbers, electrician, nurses, therapists, staff in the hospital, jobs in the hospitals, military, corporate America, the school system, state, federal, post office. You can't do all that remote. You can't. I literally have had people tell me they don't take no job unless it's remote, unless they can work from home. Okay. Continue with that mindset, because what you're going to look up, you're going to find yourself, because the bills ain't going to stop. The bills ain't going to stop. You're going to find yourself homeless, waiting on that remote job. This is real talk. And I'm telling you, I've been wanting to lecture on this for a while in regards to there are jobs out there. I tell any young person, because I'm a veteran. I tell any young person, I don't know what it is about most young people in this day and time. Because in my era coming up when I was younger, everybody either joined the military or went straight to college, or did both. I did both. And if you're jobless, especially if you're young, go into the military. Going on into the military, travel this world, get a decent salary starting out with your pension and your 401 and your medical and your housing and a income that's better than being broke and no job. Real talk. And no, they ain't gonna hire you in the military remote. No, you got to take your behind through basic training. And you got to report to duty once you get in that fleet. And you got to follow those orders. I know many recruiters. And the problem is with a lot of these younger generations, they don't want anybody telling them what to do. But, well, I don't care where you go, on any job, military, job, school system, you are going to have to follow instructions. Even if you own your own company, you're still going to have to follow instructions because you're going to have to be dealing with stakeholders. Because in order to make money from a business standpoint, you're going to have business stakeholders. And you're going to have to abide by their guidelines if you want to get their referrals in order to make money for your company. You're going to have to show up to certain business meetings. You're going to have to collaborate and follow guidelines or you would be out of business. Real talk. So I'm telling you, there are jobs out there. I can leave my house right now. I can leave my house right this minute. And I can see signs out there hiring, or I can either strike up a conversation. I talk to people in the natural environment. I can strike up a conversation with a person, and by the time I'm finished with that conversation, because I even had many people I meet who are working these jobs, and they'll literally say, do you know anybody, literally, do you know of anybody who's interested in a job? Because that person will tell me at their job, they are so short-staffed, the current staff getting burnt out with working overtime. Do you know of anybody who is interested in a full-time job? Better yet, they would even ask me, are you interested in a full-time job? I would literally get asked that question a good 2 or 3 times a week from people I meet in the natural environment when I'm out there running my errands. 2 or 3 times a week, where people are literally asking me who are working their current job, do I know of anybody who's looking for a full-time job? Real talk, people. So I don't know where, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't know in terms of when you got many of these people that I sometimes hear who I talk to or know, or even people on social media, talking about ain't no jobs out there, but you must not be looking too hard. Because jobs coming at me left and right, and they ain't even looking. People coming to me and say, do I know of anybody who's interested in working? And if so, then you tell that person to ask for this supervisor because my company is hiring full-time. Real talk, people. But the problem is many folks don't want to get up in the morning to present themselves in appropriate attire to follow up on these job leads. They just want to, keep verbalizing and talking about how it ain't no jobs out there. I've been looking for a job for 2 or 3 years, or on these social media platforms talking about ain't no jobs out there. But a lot of times when in situations like that, people are picky. They want to get that 6-figure job, or they want to get that remote job with all of the perks and this and that. No, you got to earn that. You got to earn that. You can't step in at that level. You got to get in. You got to pass your probationary period. You got to be to work on time. You got to perform the essential functions of your job. But mainly, you got to pass that probationary period. And many employers have a 90-day probationary period. Some employers have a 6-month probationary period. And some employers have a 1-year probationary period. But the problem is that because I listen to a lot of people, the problem is people want to get these jobs and write their own job description. People want to get these jobs and I only want remote. Really? You ain't even passed orientation yet. Better yet, you ain't even went on the interview. But you already got this laundry list or what you're looking for, and that can play an impact on the reason why you're behind and got a job. Real talk. Like I said, I literally get people I meet in the natural environment. I had a person yesterday was saying that they're hiring. The Department of Motor Vehicle, they're hiring. The post office in my neighborhood, hiring. I see the signs up when I go to the post office. You can go to any post office in any city, people. They are hiring. This is real talk. But the problem is, most people don't want to work. Most people don't want to get up and be to work on time to perform the essential functions of their job, but they want their paycheck. It don't work like that. So that's all I have. And don't forget to mark your calendar for my next upcoming live stream lecture, June 24th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, the focus of that lecture, I'm going to give a lot of insight on many of the things that I do to continue to push and grow my channel and push it into the next stratosphere. So that's all I have. Simple Files, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.